What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Hardcore Fab Shop. Back to work on the RZR Buggy again today. We do have a name finally picked for it, so that's going to be pretty cool. I'll let you guys know that in the video today. And we've also got a bunch of work done since you guys have seen it last. Got that whole entire bottom base there pretty much all welded up. There's a couple little spots in the front there that I'm still probably going to weld, but I want to make sure and get the control arms in there and all that, and make sure all that stuff fits. And do that before I weld those so I don't have to grind out a bunch of stuff. Should be okay, but I want to double check it just to make sure. And as you can see, we stripped a bunch of stuff out of the donor RZR, and we now have the motor sitting back here. So with the motor sitting back there, it kind of gives me an idea of where I'm at kind of spatial wise to be able to fill in some bars and put in some things. And then with our pieces that came with our kit to be able to locate where our tabs are for our shocks and for our control arms or trailing arm and all that stuff here in the back. Got that kind of sitting in place now too, so that's kind of helping me kind of figure out where some of this stuff is going as well. Got the seat kind of sit here on this particular bar, kind of balanced there, and I think that's going to be kind of the spot where we're going to sit it. So I've got it sitting back here now at about 65 degrees or so, I think is what it is, give or take just a little bit. And that still gives us about, I'm going to say 7 or 8 inches more leg room up in the front, but kicks our back a little bit back there so that it'll be a little bit better for the ergonomics. If you do take a big jump and land or something like that, it'll kind of help some of that stuff out. Also makes it a lot more comfortable to drive. So that's kind of where I'm sitting at with that. I think that's going to leave us enough room here for our turbo to have plenty of clearance there. And it's going to give me a spot to start putting in some of the bars for some of these other tabs. So I had some people ask me, how exactly does these pieces here, this piece and the piece down below, help you align and know where the tabs go? And I thought it seemed pretty straightforward to me, but it might not to everyone else, so I'm going to show you guys that a little bit closer here. So there is some holes right here in this plate. They're actually supposed to go and bolt on directly here to the motor mount, but since I've got the motor in there right now, I've kind of just got it eyeballed in place. I'm not going to actually be tabbing anything out at the moment, so they don't have to be exactly where they need to be. But anyways, they bolt onto that motor mount bolt, and then that tells you exactly where the tab is going to go. I took the other side and stuck it over here on the RZR so you guys can see that a little bit better, and maybe it'll make a little bit more sense for those that are asking. So you can see now this piece is that same piece that was over there. It actually has the hole in the same hole spot as the factory frame does. Also bolted through, or it would be bolted through, the motor mount bolts. And then you can see down below here that that lower one is actually in place here and would have the hole lined up for the trailing arm. So if I have these pieces in place now over there on the new chassis, that lets me know exactly where to put the tabs. So if I get a bar close to that, then I can make a tab that will then line up with the bar and then with the hole. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So that's kind of what I'm doing here with trying to get everything all set up, is figure out exactly where my bars are all going to go and make sure that once I have a bar there, it's not going to interfere with something else. So I've got that pretty well worked through now. I think it's time to go ahead and start bending up some tube and laying a few pieces and parts here in place. Well, that's 2 more bars fit in there. Need to do that about 20, 30 more times and we'll have this thing knocked out. So kind of see the direction I'm heading here with the way the side of this thing is going to start to look. I want to go ahead and extend this side of this body on past this bar right here. And in case somebody's wondering why I didn't notch this bar and just go on past, my plan here is to actually extend this bar on out and have it be a tree kicker out here to the side, so that you can kind of have a rub rail, rock slider, tree kicker, whatever you want to call it, type bar out here on the side that will then push everything that we run this thing right down the side of past the back tire. So we're not hanging the back tire up and trying to get it stuck on things. So really on all this stuff, you've got to think probably at least 10 moves ahead. So before I put this bar in here, kind of already had the idea of how this was all going to play out. And now that we're moving forward, my next bar that I'm going to end up doing here, like I said, is going to be a bar that extends off the side here and comes on back up, because I need that bar to be able to catch the bar that's going to go across for our tabs to mount for our shocks. It's also going to have another bar down here lower that's going to go across and catch the brackets that we're going to have to put in here for the sway bar. So I've already kind of got that stuff in my head when I'm starting to make this first bar, and I've already kind of planned it all out to where it's all going to kind of work together and function together as it should. So there's going to be the tree kicker thing here off to the side and a couple of little stubs in here. It's also going to give us a good place as a step to be able to step on there and get into the body. We're not putting doors on this thing, so need to have a little bit easier way to get in and out of it, so that's going to help us with that. And I've already kind of got in my head some vision of some other bars, but at this point it's just going to be better for me to just start putting some more bars on here and show you guys. Alright, so fast forward a little bit, I've got some more bars stuck on here. I think we're sitting here now with about 8 more bars on it. So let me just kind of walk you through where we're at. We've got some upright bars now in here that kind of mimic the shape of the seat, so it kind of lines up there good with that. But what they're mainly doing is they're giving us a bar to locate our mounts for our sway bar and also our mounts for our shock. Now the shock is actually going to need some more bracing and stuff like that when it's all said and done, but it gives us a good place to start and start laying in some tabs. Now on the floor area down here, you can see our main chassis tube. I've got some extra bracing in here on it, and we'll start out with this bar here. I've got it in this location because this is going to be right where the trailing arm is going to mount. So if this thing ends up going up in the air and then pogoing on the back end, it's going to have a lot of force transfer right up to that big, giant, new heavy trailing arm that we're going to have on there. So we need a place for all that force to go, and that is going to go right into this tube right here. And then now it's going to go through that tube and into our main tube here down the center of our chassis. We're also going to have that be the point for the carrier bearing, so there's going to be a little bit of a connection there between the two pieces of frame rail, so kind of creates a node and kind of helps transfer some of that force through the whole rest of the chassis. So I'm real happy with the way all that's turned out. I do have the drive shaft now out of our donor machine and our front diff out of the donor machine, so I can kind of start laying some of that stuff out. We don't have a lot of room here on the drive shaft, and I knew that going into this deal, so there may end up having to be just a little bit of a notch right here in this tube, which if we end up having to do that, it's not going to be a big deal. Also got another bar in here connecting kind of some of these nodes here in the chassis as well, so that really is going to help strengthen the whole back of this thing up quite a bit. Even if we do have to put a notch in there, it's not going to be the end of the world. So I'm pretty happy with all of that. And we've got most of our stuff stripped out of our donor chassis over here. So all that's really left on our donor chassis is some stuff like that little pump there. Our brake system is pretty much still here, I guess. We've got our calipers still on here. All the brake lines, the pedal, master, all that stuff is still here. We do have the electronic assist steering box and the column and all that stuff. I'm going to probably try to incorporate using some of this tilt mechanism and that shock into our build. We'll see how that kind of plays out. And then of course we've got our gas pedal left in there, and that's about it. I'm going to probably leave a little bit of that stuff on there for now, just until we get to the point where we're ready to actually take it straight off and move it right over here onto the chassis. And before I can do that, I need to actually bend a little bit more tube and get some stuff going on here in the front. But mounting all the steering and brake pedals and all that kind of stuff is going to be down the line, and I am thinking about that now, but that goes back to that whole point of you've got to think multiple steps ahead. So the next thing that I actually need to do as far as placing pieces and parts on the chassis is to get our seats mounted. And I'm going to use the seats that came with the RZR, the Corbos that are in there It'll be great for trail riding and all that kind of stuff. They'll also be fine for doing some racing. So we're going to go ahead and use those. And I think the best way to mount those, or at least the easiest way is going to be to mount those, is to go ahead and use this base that came out of the RZR. This has already got everything all set up here where we can just use the mounting hardware that comes with them, shove it right down in here, lock it in place, we'll be good to go. I just need to cut this up in a couple pieces because this is a lot wider chassis than what the stock RZR is going to be or was, so we're going to have to split this in half to accommodate that, and I think this is going to work out pretty slick. The cool thing about this is that'll allow us to just have a quick release in and out of our seats just like it was originally in the RZR. Well, it's going to give us a place where we can easily access some stuff down the line, like I said, that we're going to be mounting in here for like the wiring and stuff like that. I'm going to probably go ahead and put a full firewall in here, and then all of the wiring, fuse box, and everything for the RZR I plan on mounting in here behind the seat, just kind of like it was originally in the RZR. I don't want to cut up any wiring or anything like that. I want to try to leave all of that intact so that we don't have to worry about anything down the line having loose connections or anything like that. If it's all factory stuff, then it should all be in pretty decent shape and no worries later on. So I think I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, start cutting this up, get this mounted. Sweet, seats are mounted. That is a huge step in the right direction. I think now I can start focusing on the front of this thing and figure out the way all that's going to come together with the rest of the tube work and body and stuff up there in the front. But I'm going to save that for another video. I did promise you guys, however, though, that I would let you know the name of the buggy in this video, so I guess it's time to do that. The name of the buggy is No Regrets. So Nelson thinks it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious. If you guys don't know what it is, Google it. You'll figure it out real quick. So yeah, here it is. No Regrets. Not even one letter.